What's going on, people? So, got this here Alex Ross box in at some point recently, right? Alex Ross, see that on all there. Yeah, so gonna go ahead, see what's going on inside here, right? It's probably, let's see, it's October, so the October one will be here, like I guess in like a couple weeks or something. But that means that after this one, I only have, what, I guess 3 more of these that I'll probably get. Because, like I said before, as much as I think that a lot of this stuff is cool, I just don't see a reason to keep the subscription going because it's a lot of money, right? And I do like the stuff, but it's not usually stuff that I would like go out of my way to even have. But let's go ahead and see what's happening this time. Alright, so got a loose thing in here. I do like lanyards. I wear these to work because I have to have this like thing that I wear to work, so I just put it on a lanyard. It's easier. So this is pretty nice. I do like having that, right? So this says Alex Ross Collectors Club 2025. So there you go. So I mean, if you want, you could probably find one of those on eBay and then pretend to your friends like you have an Alex Ross subscription, right? It's kind of a weird thing to do, but it's an option. All right, this little printed out thing, whatever, says if you are attending New York Comic Con 2025, be sure and wear your Alex Ross Collectors Club 2025 lanyard to the convention and stop by the Alex Ross booth 3225 for a free ARCC exclusive gift. From what I understand, from what I saw on the internet, that exclusive gift is an Iron Man, what was that, Marvelocity or something like that? They sent out an email about it, but either way, so there you go. And this is signed by Chris. He's the president of the Alex Ross Collectors Club. So that would have been something to do. I had originally considered going, but then I was like kind of second guessing it because I don't know. I'd also rather like to go to this because I think it was the same weekend as like the Dudley Boys and the Hardys match. I was like, well, that would be cool too. Now I'm not doing either, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway, so you got one of these here. Not gonna get too deep into it. I believe this is the same card that they sent out last month, right? It looks like a lot of the same people, so it could very well be. But just telling you about more stuff that they have that you can buy. Alright, so this is a little packet of comics and such in here. Just got to get through this little small fortress of tape and such that they put on it. But I get it, it's cool. They make sure your stuff arrives nice and safe and everything. I can't complain about that, not one bit. I just complain a little bit, I guess, anyways, because, it's just a little inconvenient at times. But it's ultimately for the best, so, I shouldn't complain, I guess is how I should say that. Let's see here. And, you would think that, like, after opening these things for the better part of a year, or maybe over a year now, that I would be better at it. No, I'm not. It's still just a whole mess watching me do this. But whatever. Alright, so these are the comics that we'll start with. And then we'll get into like the sign thing a little bit here. That can go down there. This is another one of these things. Jesus, this dude is really trying to get you to buy these things here, man. Like, I don't know what that's all about. Alright, so, starting off, make sure we'll hold it this way. So, right here, we have this Alex Ross, well, I guess I don't need to say that. Right here, we have this Iron Man picture, right? So, I don't know if that's from anything or if this is just like an original thing for this. It could be a comic cover that was used at some point. I don't really know. I will say I like the picture. Because of the lighting, it makes his head look a little bit weird, like, or maybe it's the angling. I don't know. Something about the whole face part seems off. But otherwise, I mean, I do like Iron Man, especially like the older ones and stuff. So that's cool. Moving along, we have this right here. This is one of the Alex Ross Timeless covers. I don't know which series this is from. I do know I recently completed the 2025 set, but as far as this goes, I don't know who that dude is. Like I said, I don't know what set this is from. I do know that it's signed, I can tell you that much, and just to prove it, they do have the certificate of authenticity on the back. So yeah, whoever this dude is, it's pretty cool, but whatever, at the same time. This right here, this Creature from the Black Lagoon sketch cover, I feel like I have this, right? I I definitely remember taking pictures of this. I just don't remember if it was like a black and white or not. But either way, so this right here, I do think it's like a really cool looking picture and all that stuff, right? So that's nice. And also, maybe the last time I got it, maybe it was just a picture. Maybe it wasn't a comic. Whatever it was, I know I've seen it before, and now I'm just seeing it again. And it was fine the first time, and it's still fine this time. Actually, it's even a little bit better than fine. I just think it's a really cool thing, you know? And then we have Lady Thor. I think she has an actual name, but we're just going to call her Lady Thor for now, right? And I get that may be offensive in some ways because it's 2025 and people get offended by lots of things, but it's done. Like I've said it already. I can't unsay it, and I'm not editing it out. So there we go. Lady Thor right there. It's a pretty cool cover, right? Another one of the timeless ones and all that stuff. And much like the previous one, I don't know what era or what release this came from, but I have it now, and it's a pretty cool piece of the collection because, like I said, I just went through buying a lot of these other ones, and I'll probably buy more in the future. And on the back, certificate of authenticity again. All right. So now, moving along, got us a signed and graded comic here. So there you go. There's that. This is going to be Fantastic Four number 13 from January 2024. And what in the world? Is that like, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to me that there's like a Doctor Doom dinosaur, but I mean, I do like dinosaurs, you know, and this is pretty all right. I'm also a big Doctor Doom fan. I got a, what is that? It's Iron Studio statue coming in the mail sooner or later. I don't know when, but I have it. So yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this. As ridiculous as it is, I think that's kind of what makes it cool to me. So yeah, I'm going to brag to somebody about this in a little bit when I'm done making this video. I'm going to set that bad boy right here. It'll be on display through my Pro Wrestling Crate unboxing. Alright, so there's going to be that. Let's see if I can get this thing out of here. Set that down there too. Alright, let's see what's going on in this last piece of the puzzle, huh? If I can split that down just a little bit. Alright. And so, oh, this is looking pretty nice too. So there you go. I'll give you get the full shots in there before I go and looking at this and see what it is. So this, yeah, I am definitely a fan of this too. So you got Iceman, like that guy, Angel, Colossus, you know, a lot of the X-Men hanging out and stuff in the background. So yeah, this is a really, really nice one to have. This is the kind of thing that if I saw and the price was right, that I would buy this for sure, right? Same with this Doctor Doom thing. But yeah, so lots of stuff going on in here. Very well done, as his art always is. So definitely a big fan of this one. At some point, I need to buy some like frames and stuff and like get these types of things like up on some wall space somewhere around here. But yeah, we're closing on a highlight there, so I do like that. Real quick, just to give you an idea of how I felt about this whole thing all in all. It started off a little okay, right? Because I had that weird Iron Man. They kept pushing this thing on me. And then there's like the duplicate thing with like the creature, you know, which again, it's cool, but you know, it's like, I might have this twice now. But these last two things, like the graded comic and like that X-Men poster, definitely made this crate worth it, at least in my opinion, right? So I have zero complaints about it. Pretty happy with it, to be completely honest, right? So there you go. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. What's next? Oh, yeah, Pro Wrestling Crate from a week or 2 or 3 or 4 ago. Later, people.